Hi, I'm Son of Dragon Corp. I'm listening to Carport North, who are a great Nordic band. People should check that out if you can hear the music over me rambling. Anyway, while this plays in the background, I'm going to do a tutorial. I don't really do video tutorials, so hey me. I am a content creator, generally in art and stuff. But I also... Wow, that music is really loud. Let me turn that down. Okay, that's better. But I also create cosplays, and that includes making props and models. Stuff like this bicycle. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Which is Spies from TF2. But I'm going to talk to you about a smaller little component today. These teeth. For Grell Sutcliffe. Now, I do have a slight lisp while talking with them. However, they're not too bad because of course I've built them myself. Trying not to do that. But they are getting old now. They're not as perfect as they used to be because, of course, they're the first ones I ever made. So I'm going to remake them, and it's rather easy. Just take these out, and I'm going to remake them using the same stuff I did them in the first time. This wondrous material called Polymorph. So as I know, it's non-toxic, so happy to put in your mouth. And it's reworkable. Basically, you put this in hot water. This is my cup for my hot water from when I was at college. This is from Cleveland College of Art and Design. Shout out to thems. But yeah, so basically, it's kind of like a tooth guard, like you'd get fighting, boxing, kickboxing, stuff like that. Then, of course, like, the teeth are on the top. It's all made out of the polymorph plastic. And you just stick it in there and it'll start melting. Give it a few moments because it's, you can see it is becoming translucent instead of that solid white colour. I'm going to leave it in there until it becomes completely translucent. We've now got two very clear pieces of material. And the plastic becomes this really pliable, stretchy stuff. Now, it's never hot enough in your mouth, I should hope not, because this is like almost boiling water. That you should ever melt these. If it ever gets that hot in your mouth, consult a doctor or you're a fire-breathing dragon. Now, I want to take a bit of that off because I know some of it was teeth, and I'm being careful not to burn my fingers, but I am going to because I'm a knob. And then, basically, just put it in your mouth. And mould it over your teeth before taking it out. And then you've got yourself a basic tooth mould which you can leave to dry. Now, the thinner it is, the better, because you're trying to limit the amount of lisp. Scissors. Because if it's thin enough, you can clip away at it, which is nice. So yeah, you're going to have to do this to both the top and the bottom teeth. And it's your choice on how far around it goes. So I'm just getting it to how I want it. But I came up with this idea once I saw someone's tutorial on how to use femur to a similar effect. Upon putting the femur in my mouth, I realised it was the most disgusting thing I'd ever tasted, and though it was non-toxic also, didn't want to put it in my mouth again, and I couldn't keep it in there long enough to set the mould. This stuff tastes absolutely nothing. I also made my first fang, which is kind of like a triangle with a round bottom. Now, to get this onto my teeth, gum shield it, I just have to heat it up so it becomes clear enough for me to press these, which hopefully are a bit drier now, because it's easy to press them on when they're drier. Now you don't want to go too high above the gum guard. Put it in the water to heat it up a little bit more, and just to solidify that to itself. Bring it in my mouth to chat. I curve them inwards so that their teeth don't crash into each other. You don't want to go too high up, otherwise you're gonna like be like all the time. So I just go a little above the guard. So I'm gonna do this for the rest of the teeth, and then for the upper one. Once again, you want your teeth to be not too thick if you can help it. And you want to try and put them level, depending on what sort of teeth you're going for, level with the indentation of where your actual teeth are. You also want to reveal as little as the backdrop of the guard as possible. Okay, so I'm doing like the main ones across there. I could do further back if I wanted, because I've got a little space here and a bit of space there. So my front teeth are going to go up. Like I say, I can go further around if I want, adding more bits on and stuff like that. It's just a matter of making more further round moulds, adding the bits on and things. Or just starting from scratch and making one that goes around with my teeth. Making sure that your teeth are secure is really important, so you've got to test them. Be careful, you don't want to accidentally swallow a tooth. Making my top gum shield. Make sure your teeth are clean when you do this, because you really don't want food stuck in your tooth. Now you could probably dye the gum bit or something, but not even paint them, but I don't know what paint would be appropriate to put anywhere near your mouth, so I guess it's up to experimentation really. Might be able to get other materials. Also, it is a good way to make a mould, if you just want a mould of your teeth, if you're going to go down a more complicated route of how to make false teeth, such as resin and various other ones. And other types of prosthetics and stuff like that. So it really does depend on your use, because you could make a mould quite happily out of this stuff for your teeth. Fill that mould up with something, and then apply that mould. Fill that mould with something to make it a solid mould, inverse mould, should I say. So you have an actual set of your teeth, and then do stuff that works over the top of your teeth set rather than having to stick you various things in your mouth every time you want to make a new set of teeth. For whatever reason. Well, I'm Grell Sutcliffe, and that's really a posh voice for that. Yeah, just what it is. None of them seem to be coming loose. That's great. Shinigami test it! And I can kind of like smile. And if you just carefully set them together, that's the effect. But yeah, you should be able to maybe find a way to dye the teeth. I've got a bit of a lisp, as you can tell still. Seems to be, well, eating any amount of stuff in your teeth will kind of give you a bit of a lisp. But it's a bit better than the last lot. Because of course, like I said, my teeth have changed over the years. Laboratory. And I'm quite happy talking, as long as I don't say too many S's. S's. I wonder if I could do that. I could probably go back and make a thinner brand. Teaching me how to pronunciate would be a very good idea indeed. But yeah, for a quick set of cosplay teeth, they're great fun. And like I said, they easily come out and in, but they do kind of stay there, so they're not like, I do not feel like they are falling out of my mouth. So, and it's not like those silly plastic ones you can get each other. We're stuck together. So that's it. So yeah, that has been me teaching you how to take teeth aids. And yeah, my teeth are wonky, so I have wonky teeth. Grr. And like I say, you can make all sorts of teeth, and you could probably just do ones that hold onto the back tight, fangs there, and various other things. You've just got to remember that you want to make sure that it's not going to slip off while you're doing stuff, and you don't swallow any of it. But that's the same with any false teeth. You do not want to swallow a false tooth. So, yes, I have been Spawn of the Dragon Corp, talking to you today about Grell teeth. Sebastian, tiens, this, Sebastian, come back, Sebastian. I am Grell Sutcliffe. Sebastian. Ooh. Shinigami desu. And that is Grell Sutcliffe. My hair is really fluffy because this wig needs to be like conditioned or something.